Hello, everybody. Nate is doing a little bit of bedding clean out in the brooder.
Hello, hello, hello. It's time to clean out the outdoor brooder.
Yep.
It stinks.
Yeah, the
stinks.
geese and ducks are a lot messier than chickens. But busy. I will be cleaning out the chicken brooders today, getting ready for my week away. So I'll get everything 100% cleaned out, organized and ready. So when Nate is here alone, he is set up for success and he doesn't have a lot to do back there. Hopefully just check food and water.
That is not a nice smell.
Nothing like some wet hay with a bunch of poo on it.
Wet, poopy hay.
Yum, yum.
Yeah, good for compost, bad for smell.
Yeah, our compost is very rich this time of year. Oh, yeah, that is a, whew. You guys are lucky there is no smell-o-vision because the wind is blowing my way.
It's a combination of this and me.
Well, if you smell anything like that, we're gonna have to talk about a shower before you come into the house.
Yeah, I need to dump that bedding from your...
Yeah, that's brooder bedding.
Brooder bedding.
Yep.
But
we bag it up, bring it over here, and then it gets added to the large compost pile, along with some grass clippings and the only food waste that we aren't able to give to the actual animals, which is very few things. But
yeah, I'll finish this later.
Okay.
It's so nice out.
Yeah, it's gorgeous out right now.
It's really nice out.
It was a really pretty day today, but the weather right now is, this is what spring should feel like.
Yeah, this is like a perfect spring early afternoon, or early evening, sorry.
I think Winston and Levi were in heaven when it got down in the 40s last night.
Oh man, I bet.
They were just, you gonna say hi, Duke?
So,
I mean, we can. We had a couple sad losses on the homestead today. Were very unexpected. If you guys can see, there is one less goose in here.
yeah, it was the largest one we have, the Emden. Mm-hmm. These are Chinese whites.
Correct.
Yeah, so we're not exactly sure what happened, but I have a theory. So it died today. Mm-hmm. Katie found it when she was out doing
afternoon checks.
Yeah, so we noticed that it was laying down quite a bit over the last week or so. And every time that I would pick it up, which was multiple times a day, yeah, twice a day every day, I'd always notice that its belly was pretty big and kind of hard. And so today, after it passed away, and I came home, and before I put it in the compost pile, I was feeling around, and it had a big clump right down here. I don't know chicken anatomy very, very well, or goose anatomy very well, but I'm guessing that it was impacted, constipated, and it couldn't use the restroom and died. We don't know exactly what caused that. We actually had this happen to one other gosling that we got from a local farm when we were trying to get, the very first time that one of our Emdens went broody, we bought 2 goslings, and one of them died, and it had a really hard belly also, and then the other one died from something else. So this is not the first time that we've had a gosling die from a hard belly. We don't know if it's because...
We honestly don't know.
We don't know why.
Because all of the ones typically that we've purchased or brought, with the exception of those 2 from a local we haven't had any issues with.
Yeah.
This is the first one, and we've, you know, we have the 5 shenanigans, and we had the 6 quackheads. And so it was sad.
Yeah,
It's one of those where I walked out and I was like, no. I don't want to see that. So
yeah.
I got him out, and then we lost, well, we made a change last night, I guess. So the broody mama, which she must be upstairs. Do I not see her?
She is not downstairs.
Babies are downstairs.
Are all 3 downstairs?
It looks like it.
Let's see. Is Mama in here?
Oh, one's upstairs.
Oh,
with Mama.
one's with Mama up here.
Okay, so this is probably why we've lost 2 of these. So we moved her last night and the 3 babies into here so that she would still be able to have grass, but her babies would be protected, because we think, unfortunately, some type of rat or a snake got them, because we found one that had been
Yeah, its
unalived.
Its face was eaten off.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but yeah, that's what happened. That is, look at me trying to be the more subtle one.
We're all adults here. We've all raised chickens.
I don't know if we've all raised chickens, but you know, possibly.
Well, we've all been around chickens anyway.
And then I came over to check on the frizzle mama, because she had been hatching out babies, and I noticed that one of the smooth coat mamas was sitting. Look at all the babies. So there's 2 broody hens in here now, and the frizzle had one downstairs today, and the smooth coat was still up here sitting on a bunch of eggs. Well, not all of the eggs were ones that I allowed her to sit on, which means they weren't going to hatch anytime soon. And that is the surefire way to get baby chicks to die, is if you have a broody hen, especially one like that one that had just started sitting on chicks and sitting on a bunch of eggs that aren't anywhere near ready. I mean, they were 21 days out. Those were fresh eggs, because I collect every day underneath her. So, but unfortunately, there was a dead baby chicken there as well. So I don't know what happened in that one. I think my thought is the frizzle went down with her one baby, and the other one got left out, and the other mom ignored it. And it needed to go down. So I don't know.
Yeah,
it's super unfortunate, but it does happen when you're...
Do we need to put food and water up there for it? Or?
Yeah, I think I'm going to. I was going to use the little ones that we have in there, so I just need to figure out something different for the mom and 3 babies.
I'm thinking for Mom and 3 babies that are the ones we just checked on.
Here, my shoulder hurts, sorry.
Yeah, I'm thinking what we can do is, I wanted her to be in there for at least 24 hours.
Okay.
And sleep in there for 2 nights, if not 3, before we let her out.
And then let her out.
And then she can still free range, and then just go back in there at night.
Yeah, hopefully she will.
Yeah, we'll have to check.
Yeah.
Once the first night that we let her out, or whatever, you know what I mean.
Yep.
Because she doesn't need to be in there during the day. I think it's just an issue during the evening.
So.
Hi, Blanche. So we got the same thing. We got
Oh boy.
1 out of the chicken run, 2 in the chicken run. Girls, why? Okay, whatever. I feel sorry for Blanche. She's got a full coat on still.
Yeah, well, yeah, she shed really good last year, but this year she's not looking like she's shedding so good.
It took her a while though, last year to shed.
Yeah. I think we just need to maybe put them in some more woods so she can rub on more things, because I do think that's what helps them, and also the reason why all of the tree bottoms have hair hanging from them. That was not awkward at all.
Well, today was fairly easy day for me. I was out and about collecting goods all day long today.
You were shopping.
I was shopping.
His favorite thing in the world to do.
No, this is inaccurate.
He loves to shop.
It takes forever for me to shop.
It really does.
It takes me forever to shop. So let's go inside and I'll show you what we got today.
He's not a quick shopper, y'all.
No. Come on, Kinsley.
Kins. I don't think she's gonna come. Come on. Come on. Let's go. That's a good girl.
So, got some paint, a very specific type of paint, trim and door paint. You can see where this is going.
Oh, you didn't show the stain.
Oh yeah, and then we got some stain. This is special walnut, the exact same stain that we got for the ceiling here. So I'll show you
Kinsley,
what we got.
take off your shoes.
Yeah, I'll
Put
show
your
you what we
slippers
got, and Katie can tell you how we're going to do it. So we got, this is 4" by 1" trim, 8-foot sticks and 12-foot sticks. And then this is the one on the bottom is a 6" by 1". So these are going to be painted the same color as the cabinets. It's called Dove White. So that's what that paint was. The door and trim was color matched to the cabinets. And then we got 3 of these guys. What are these, Katie?
These are interior doors. So one is for the master closet, one is for the master bedroom, and one is for the hall bathroom. And those will be stained special walnut. And then they will be hung.
Yeah, we're having a little bit of a debate because we know we're going to stain this pine. You can see it better without the glare right there. Nice pine, same color pine that we had when we stained the tongue and groove ceiling. So we're going to stain it the same color as the ceiling. And this internal portion of the door jamb, we're not sure if we're going to stain it or if we're going to paint it white because the trim that's going to go over the edge here will be white.
I think stain.
Okay, so we're just going to stain it at first, and if we don't like it, then we can paint the...
Yeah, my suggestion was stain the door and then hold a piece of trim white here.
Yeah.
And a piece of trim white here. And if you liked the way that looked, we would paint it white. And if it was like, oh, that's too much between the door and having it all the way around too much white, then we would stain it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they're really cool doors. Solid wood doors. Kind of a neat little, basic but neat pattern.
Yeah.
So.
We liked them when we saw them, so. And we wanted solid doors. I don't like the really thin interior doors.
No.
So yeah, this will not be one of them. This is going to be a slider barn door.
Yeah, I have to make a barn door for this, and I have to make a barn door
for the office.
For the second bedroom that Katie's claiming as her office.
Well, you know, you can claim it as yours if you let me retire.
You go ahead and retire all you want, honey. I ain't stopping you. I'm okay with it. So that's what I did today. The place that we got the doors and the ceiling boards, it's called Tennessee Lumber out in White Pine. And I thought I remembered how to get there. Pretty certain I remembered how to get there.
Yeah.
And
did you take the roundabout way?
I took the long way. I took probably the longest way to get there that I could have. But I got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess as long as you didn't end up in Chattanooga, you did okay.
Might have been close. I might have been close. No, I wasn't that far off of it, but why is this so, because of that.
I was going to say, don't tell me that's not level.
Oh, it's level. That bar top is level. Do not even insinuate that everything in here is not level. Nope.
No, he's not particular.
In fact, well, on that note,
oh boy. I'm very curious to see what this is about.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, he has to put his shoes on to go outside. Oh, more brackets? Oh, geez.
I got 2 more brackets to put underneath the bar top for extra strength. So that way when everybody's leaning on it, we don't have any issues with it bending or anything. I want it to be stout, sturdy, and level.
Oh my goodness.
It's funny because I've never built a kitchen before. I've done some basic remodeling of homes, but nothing to this extent.
No, this is a little outside of the regular scope of remodel that we do.
And so I've never really thought about the structural integrity of things like countertops and bar tops and all that kind of stuff. You just assume that you can put your weight on it or that you can sit on it or whatever. And like I am babying this place. It's funny. I'm very cautious about. I'm sure I'll get used to it, but.
Is that why when we had the neighbors over and two of us were leaning on it, you were looking at us like?
Yes.
I was wondering if that's what you were doing, because the two girls were kind of leaning back on where y'all are sitting right now.
Yeah.
And I could see Nate kind of.
Yeah. I was looking at it like, how's it doing? Is it sturdy? Is it sturdy? Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, let's head back outside, I guess.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I started my day at 7 a.m. worried about geese, and had a baby hatch today, my very first gosling from our own geese hatch out on the homestead. So it was like, it started off okay with geese, and then it kind of went sad with geese. So
we gained one and then we lost one.
Yeah, and unfortunately the Emden we were hoping was a boy so that we could breed the shenanigans next year.
Yeah.
That was the goal, so then we'd have purebred Chinese and purebred Emdens.
And maybe even a mix.
And then, yeah, if we wanted, but then we'd have to put them together. I was gonna separate them for breeding season.
Oh, I see.
Just so I could guarantee, like the breeding flocks and all that. That'd be fine, the rest outside of breeding season together.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have one baby chick so far, one baby gosling so far. Two more have pipped. It's been about 36 hours. You're not supposed to intervene until it's been over 48. But geese have such a wide window that I'm nervous. I'm watching them very closely. So I'm out there probably at least once an hour checking on them, going back and forth, making sure that nothing has changed with the humidity and everything. So tonight I'm gonna take the one out if the others haven't hatched yet and put it in the brooder by itself. It's all dry, it's all fluffy. But unfortunately, my incubators just aren't tall enough because, the poor little guy wants to stretch up. And, at first I was worried because his neck was, so curled under because they have such long necks. It's so different than a chicken. And I helped him out of the egg because I really think he was stuck. He was starting to get dried to it because something happened with the lid last night and it didn't get sealed all the way. So the humidity was lower than it should have been. So I usually don't help them out unless they absolutely need it. And so I helped him out. He was ready to come out. And then I just left him alone and let him dry and kind of heal all day. And then once he was starting to perk up and stuff, made sure I gave him some water, even though I know you don't technically need to give the water, but I figured he'd be in there for a while. So wanted to give him some water and cleaned him up and he looks great. Just so tiny.
Yeah, well, for now.
He's just big. He's so tiny.
5 minutes, it'll be...
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I almost want to take a picture of day 1, day 2, day 3, because it's insane how quick the goslings.
I didn't take the geese and the ducks out of the outside brooder last night yesterday because it was really cold and lots of on and off raining. And then I picked them up today. It's like, wow, you guys have grown so much already in that 24 hours of me not even touching you. It was crazy. Like, wow, you guys are huge. Yeah. Just in that 24 hours.
It's insane.
Yeah, they grow quick.
They grow so much faster than chickens. Chickens grow fast, but they really grow fast.
Yeah. Anything else?
I think that's it. That's all I got going on.
Yeah. I think tomorrow I'm going to set up the pop-up tent that we have from Vever and use that as my staining and painting station. So that way I can be outside and not do it indoors. And then keep the animals out and keep the rain out if it has little bits of rain. I think I'm going to start with the doors.
Get those stained.
Get those. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stain the doors, but actually, what am I gonna do? Am I going to hang the doors because they're pre-hung and then take them off their hinges and bring them outside and stain them and put them back and then determine if we're gonna stain the frame and stain the frame when it's in place? Or am I gonna just stain everything outside, and then if we don't like the stain of the frame, we'll just paint it white when it's hung? Any suggestions? No, okay. So yeah, tomorrow is starting on doors.
All right.
Yeah, so.
It'll go swimmingly smooth. No overthinking involved.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.